KZ, because as much as I like the KZ lineup, there is something spooky about your DK needing potentially like Blink plus a Midas, your Sven needing 3 items, your Lycan Helm of the Overlord. There's a lot of items for them to become the beefy boys. And do they really rotate and help each other? Are you going to see the DK sweep into mid lane? The Lycan do it as well, the Sven. So they're going to be a very static pile of meat that exists. And around about 50 minutes, 80 minutes into the game, this meat will come online. Yes. But they're going to be super static. And that's where ITB, they need to identify that and try and force some TPs, force the overlap of the farm, and then that's where Out can build up that net worth lead and maybe just take over the game. So yeah, ITB, they're the ones that need to set the pace. Unlike in game 1, where they were kind of scaling, this is their time to punish from the lanes, and already Respect putting a little bit of damage into Desire.
Yep, and Fish is going to be annoying from Desire as well to delay his entry to the lane on the clockwork, so should hopefully nullify most of that damage he just took. But yeah, I'm just wondering, like, would you not rather see like an anti-armor hero or something on the carry? You know, you had this last pick, and would it not have been nice to go for something which can kind of just clean through these low armor heroes?
In regards to this, the Alk pick instead?
Yeah.
I mean, he kind of does do that, right, with Acid Spray?
Oh yeah, I guess.
Plus the concoction. He is pretty good at doing that role.
6 minus armor in max level, actually, that's no joke.
Yeah. Plus the lane is good for him as well, because he can put the Acid Spray, kind of spook the wolves out a little bit. And especially because there's an Earthshaker in that 4 position, you naturally concede the lane in regards to kill threat. And that, of course, for Alchemist, is like, wait a second, if you can't kill me, I will always get to my first farming item. And you already see it here. Respect, bodying a little bit of the damage. Low skill, happily CSing. I say happily, he's only got 3 CS to his name so far, but he should slowly start getting a little bit more comfortable as the levels come in.
Indeed. We're going Battle Fury here on low skill, right? Like, there's no Radiant shenanigans coming out.
On Alchemist, sorry?
Yeah.
I think Radiance could be good because of the Zoo.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm
3 melees, lots of Zoo, missed chance against Ben. Like, there's some plus sides for sure. We'll see what his choice is, I guess.
The built-in evasion of just the item build-up, but then you get the active as well. Like, I could see Radiance being good. Battle Fury could make him a little bit too squishy.
Yeah. It'll be interesting to keep an eye on. He's actually fissured off beautifully here by Desire, so he's going to be taking a lot of extra damage from Desire in the walls. I don't want to step too close with this Clockwork and the battery cell, but yeah, Clockwork's kind of been denied from the lane just from the amount of fissures which have been coming out. Very annoying. There's down at bottom.
I've not seen a Shaker be this aggressive in lane before, so a change up in playstyle. I feel Desire kind of showcasing what a Shaker can do if you play inside the lane. And yeah, 11 for 8 on the Lycan, the 7 on 1. This is not what you expect from the Alk vs Lycan matchup, and I think Desire really kind of overperforming on his hero right now and just the pressure he's applying. And bot lane, this is what we expect to see. You know, the Darkseer into Oracle, especially with a Sven as well. Only 10 CS for the Darkseer.
Ooh, damage coming out.
Might even be going down.
Yeah, they've got the blood grenade upon him. Right click's coming through and they catch him beautifully. Purifying Flames does the job. Spartan lands a right click. The timing is brilliant there. That gets them the kill. Oh, top lane, Respect. He might be getting run down. Skylark and Desire just trying to finish the job here, but he's still got a Fairy Fire in his inventory, so actually Respect is completely fine as it's down to the bottom side. Get baited, Scriff, as Merlin falls again. Top side, Respect and Skylark just kind of trading some hits here.
Nice little brawly start. Ooh, will he get the current? Oh, don't get baited. Cogs up in 1. And the blood grenade as well.
Ow.
Did you get baited, Desire?
Ow. 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 That results in an annoying ability. But that's a Enchant Totem.
He didn't get baited either.
Nope.
There's a lot of annoying spells that are insane. Like, Totem's annoying, Wolves are annoying, Battery Assault's annoying. Like, that entire top lane is very annoying to look at. And, like I said, pulling ahead in the CS, all of their 3 cores of the 20 CS, ITB, relatively close to be fair.
Yeah,
of course, the denies are also pretty much Radiant favored as well.
Yeah, it's not a smackdown, and when you see these like kind of equal laning phases, it's always important to look towards what moves the teams can possibly make. You know, are there any twin gate rotations which anybody can particularly do? Is there anybody who can move towards the middle lane? And the answer in this game is yes, on all accounts, yes.
Yeah. Clockwork Disruptor, very good at using the twin gate shaker. Yeah, he's pretty good. Like a well-placed fissure into then follow-up damage, and it'll be interesting to see which support wants to break from the aggression of the side lane to overwhelm the other side of the map. But so far, of course, at the 5-minute mark, they're going to continue playing in their lanes. And this mid matchup with the Invoker and the DK so tanky with his 3 points and his passive, can never really get shoved out of the lane. Likewise for the Invoker. So if either hero wants to be threatened, we are going to need to see supports. And Darkseer once again under constant threat. You picked this lane, buddy. You picked the Darkseer into the Oracle. You decided your fate here. You're going to have to make some big plays in the mid game to make up for whatever this was.
And to show us, show us why. And now he jumps in trying to save Merlin, but it might be too late. Merlin, he's already dead. Respect comes in with the rotation through the backlines, though. This could be beautiful. Trying to finish off Spartan here, though. Spartan, he's hiding in the creep wave to make sure that he doesn't get hit by all of these cogs. And now, well, they're in the cogs together. They've got no choice but to try and fight up into him. Spartan keeping himself alive for a very long time. Nande looking to finish the job onto Respect, but the Iron Shells, they're doing work, but not enough. Nande gets the 1 kill, and now she's able to outpace the Darkseer to get away from the second.
Merlin, even with 2 points glimpse, wasn't able to respawn a TP in quick enough to get the glimpse back onto the Sven. So constant aggression. You spoke about the rotations from the supports. Clock does rotate earlier, but to his own demise. And in doing so, this Lycan will continue to hold the wave in front of his tower. You do not want to see at the 6-minute mark your Alchemist having to awkwardly pull the small camp, in which he doesn't even pull the small camp. That just further gives KZ comfort and Desire. Dude, I'm loving how Desire is playing this shaker. He might die now because I said that I liked it, but he's just annoying. Sure, whatever. I don't care he dies, but I'm still loving how he's doing it.
How dare you?
Maybe not, but
it was very rude.
Maybe I saw the clock and I did this on purpose.
Maybe, but probably not, as low skill is probably not surviving this engagement. There you go. There is the damage coming out from the Oracle. I talked about the rotation potential of the Clockwork and the Shaker, but you know what, Spartan, he's the most high damage support you can probably have in the game.
Double wisdom runes for ITB.
That's something. That's definitely going to put them back on the map. But look at this pressure in the middle lane from Wish.
It's going to be coming on all fronts. DK from mid, like him when he gets his dominator to the top. How can ITB defend their towers? Their offlaner isn't that traditional stand in front of tower protector here, and you're going to be losing out. It's good deny at least, but still, 7 minutes, you've lost your mid-tier 1.
Yeah. And this makes Supreme so vulnerable to rotations as well. Like, there's no chance of TP support coming in for him. So top lane, yeah, they're making the rotation. You love to see this from the Sven. You hit that level 6, you move over to the top side, you kill off low skill, and that is an exemplary move from Nande. But Respect, no, you can't run him down. There's too many heroes around here for him to actually go aggressive, so they're just going to have to accept this. And beautiful use of the twin gate so far from the side of KZ.
Moving up and down, making sure they're applying that pressure. Nande gets the kill. Guess what? See you, buddy. Thanks for playing. I'm going to go straight back to bot lane. You want to keep this Sven versus Darkseid matchup. Keep the lane pushed out.
It's such a good Sven game, actually. It's so insane. Like, he's past the Darkseid, a great matchup for him. He's got the Oracle to help him out. There's so much going for him.
Yeah, I don't think you're going to be killing Wish. I think the only way you kill Wish right now is Clockwork Disruptor. I mean, you'd need both supports plus Invoker and a lot of time. And I don't know if you're going to really be able to get that, especially with just one Oracle TP to disjoint that damage.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Yeah, and that's the thing. This Oracle's always going to be a threat, especially with the start he's had. He's going to hit his 6 at like around 10 minutes, which is pretty decent, but now he gets killed off. Merlin and Supreme do find him, and that is going to be the earn charges muchly needed for Supreme here, which he will now pick up.
Yeah, the race for the vessel is so key for Supreme. If he can get the vessel in the next, let's say, 4 or so minutes, that'll give him purpose to rotate. You'll be able to find the kills, and I just look at the net worth them, and surprisingly, Darkseid, after a very awkward lane, because he hasn't had to rotate to anything, farmed a couple of stacks, he's top net worth on his team. I don't know if that's You should be too happy about that, hearing that if you're an ITB fan. The
Well, actually,
Dark
had
Fury
a
against the
terrible
Oracle
lane, and he's doing the best out of everyone, so not ideal.
But he's even net worth with what Lycan, who had a complete free farm. But either way,
Nande,
has
I
been
mean,
jumped.
he cogs them and he just pops a god string and said, I'm not stuck in here with you, my friend. You're stuck in here with me. And now they look for the follow-up as well. Merlin's in a whole world of hurt as Nande cuts him down as well. It's a second kill going the way of the Sven. My God, that didn't go to plan at all. They tried to kill down the big boy, but they just didn't have the resources to do so. And now Supreme off the mark with a tornado. Wish didn't have any mana anyway in the first place. Oh, what a fissure. What a fissure from Desire. But no vision, so
oh.
fake hype. That's what it is. Gotta call it when it happens.
It's what you're paid for.
Yep.
More fake, the more pay.
No dust, no kill. That's how it goes sometimes. Spartan, meanwhile, getting run down a little bit here, trying to get himself to safety, but with the glimpse coming back on him, I don't think there's any getting out of this one. It's going to be a few more round charges for the Invoker.
You lack discipline now.
This might be one of the smaller interactions as well, but having the Oracle with the Fate's Edict, it wasn't in 7.34, but it was patched before, but it doesn't disarm now your allies. So putting that onto your Sven, 100% magic resistance, no disarm, that's going to be able to allow him to eat through some of this cheap magic damage that ITB might use to kill him off. And Desire is getting caught by a tornado.
Yeah, luckily Low
is he
Skill
gonna be
just
going
gonna
down?
stun himself, so yep, there it comes. Spartan with the heals coming down, and
so.
Fate's Edict stops him getting finished off by the Rocket Flare as well, but Respect just jumps in with the ultimate regardless to finish the job, but now it's in pretty deep, but it doesn't seem to matter as Spartan gets killed off as well. KZ don't really have the resources to turn up to this fight, as Wish is just trying to escape across the bridge, and I think he's going to be able to get away. TP out, Respect, he's got the cogs, doesn't use them.
It was on cooldown for an extra second.
Oh,
Very close though.
So Wish does escape. Just both the supports getting killed off there. I guess it's not a big deal, but still nice for ITB to get some sort of movement on this map, and they can turn it into pressure onto Skylark as well, who's stuck around way too long in this engagement. Wall gets dropped upon him, and that's going to help them take the tower as well.
And this is ITP's window of the game. Get that Invoker, pair it up with the Clockwork Darkstone Disruptor, and just play away from your Alchemist. Keep chasing the kills. Okay, that if they dictate the game, sure, they have damage around Sven, but without them, it's just a lot of farming. DK's going for a Midas. Sven's still kind of in his farm state. Shaker, of course, a fissure here, a fissure there, but that's about it. So ITB reading the game quite nicely, building up a 2k lead, but they need to keep looking for that fight, keep looking for that next engagement.
Yeah, and now I'm kind of looking over towards Nande and thinking, what's next, you know? But so far with the God Strength, he's been very active with it, so God Strength's off cooldown once again. Do the heroes move to his lane, or is he going to look to make a move to where ITB are?
I could see him farming bottom and then twin gating to poke for the tier 1 tower top. But right now he's actually continuing to move down the Radiant side of the jungle. And ITB positioned to try and find him. They are pinging his... actually, no, Spartan's pinging the Sven's location.
Yeah, he's telling
They've
him
already
to be
set up the
careful.
wards here.
Hug the ward, my friend. Do not leave this area. And where he is now, if he pops a smoke, then he'll be able to see them first and hopefully get himself away due to that ward. So, playing it careful. Merlin about to come into vision range here. Will do so, and Nande is immediately going to start trying to get himself once again back towards the tree lines.
Mercy ward.
Yeah, very important.
Alchemist slowly building a lead now in the game. About 800, or 900 doesn't matter. Either way, close to 1,000 gold lead coming up for the Alchemist now. He has picked up the Radiance shortly. That would allow him to accelerate.
Yes, indeed.
These jungle camps are so good for Alc to play on too. It's also such a difficult position. Like if you are to gank him, the tier 2 tower is so close that you'll just be able to jump him, and he's going to go for Radiance BKB. Of course, he's going to be itemizing for let me try and take this mid-game fight. ITB smoked up once again, hungry for a kill, trying to predict the Sven's movement, but you've only got him predicted Spartan coming for a Wisdom Rune.
Yep, but you know, they'll take it. They'll get their cheeky kill.
They ward him as well.
Wowee. Right in his face. Let's see if they'll see that one on the side of KC. Oh, Desire just about clips the wall there, which is going to slow him down and stop him being able to finish off Jibe. So Jibe gets out. Yeah, ITB kind of nullifying this game pretty nicely. In fact, completely taking away the lead of KZ and turning it into their own. 4K gold advantage now as Alchemist really starts going in this game.
And look at the hero levels. 4 wisdom runes now have gone to the side of ITB. So double supports Oracle Earthshaker only level 6 to the level 9 and 8 of Clockwork Disruptor. Wisdom runes are very important for the early game fighting. Maybe that's why KZ have not been too crazy. But also, Shaker Oracle, levels are great, but it's not as if they are crossing the river to look for an engagement, right? So luckily it isn't too detrimental for their game plan. They are still in their kind of farming window. I emphasize the fact that DK did go Midas. Your Sven has a Mask of Madness, Echo Saber. Your Lycan is still slowly creeping his way to the Helm of Overlord. So this is ITB's time. Come on, let's go, let's fight.
Yep, and whilst Invoker is also pretty far behind as well on the Invoker, he's going to be able to pick up this Hand of Midas, so Supreme will have a way back into the game, at the very least.
Yeah, I'm happy he's not going 4-staff, yeah. The 4-staff build, it's only good if you have like the Sven on your team, right? Or that hero you know is going to win you the game. And right now I think there is a little bit of concern for the late game. So Supreme identifies that, goes for the Midas. We'll make sure he can buy blinks and hexes and all the fun items that we love to see from specialty Invoker players.
Yep. And most importantly, the XP that gives you an Invoker as well is really, really nice. Gets you to those damaging levels all the quicker.
Very true, very true. 5k lead for ITB. Of course, Alchemist is helping here. But still, Jibe's done a very impressive job in this game to just continue farming up. He's joined his team a couple of times for the fight, but he's not shied away from hitting the creeps. Oh,
So,
bye, Merlin.
It's Merlin to full
It's the blink
up
reveal.
upside. Yeah, it's probably not the ideal blink reveal, but a kill's a kill's a kill's a kill, and Nande will take it. Allow him to get to his BKB. Ooh, movement towards the middle lane. Respect thinks he's going for a nice little pick off here, but instead is going to get picked off himself. How the picker becomes a picky so quickly.
Is under attack.
DK, 100 gold away from blink himself, so you're going to have 2 blinks up on the Sven and the DK. Desire, unfortunately, on the Jar Shaker. Didn't really get a lane to farm, so he's now getting whatever he can from the jungle, about 1,000 gold away. So probably about 21, 22 minute blink dagger coming from them, but still, entering the mid game with 3 blink daggers, ITB need to be very careful with their positioning. And that's also the reason why Shaker is so good right now in the patch. Having that instant blink slam stun, any mobility hero like Quap, Storm, Ember, heroes that require BKB to be relevant in the fights like Alchemist, if they get chain stunned beforehand, of course they can go down. ITB smoking up. They haven't really been able to find a big call with their smoke so far. They've been finding supports here, supports there. Skylark, he is positioned, but under the cover of night, he's able to evade the moves of ITB.
Yeah, that wasn't ideal. It's just breaks his smoke in full vision of the Watcher, and that means that he can't get close enough to the Lycan to actually spot him out. Lycan just walks away. Doesn't never realize how close they were to him, I don't think.
Middle tower is under attack.
Spicy.
Oh, he's actually still going for the Hurricane Pike on the Invoker. But I guess it's fine to still buy it after the Midas, right? Yeah, Universal Hero, gets a lot of stats, gives him a 4-star. If Sven initiates, that extra little bit of movement might help his teammate out. Not opposed to it. I'm just happy he went Midas earlier.
Yeah, definitely. It gives him that scaling into the game, which with an Alchemist you always want to grab. And yeah, he's going to be a bit of a beast in the late game. Hopefully we'll see some nice spell casting coming out from him, as we expect from Invokers of this level. Meanwhile, Nande, he's just looking. He's just looking for his BKB. And once he has it, I have a feeling KZ are going to be looking to take the fight to the side of into the breach, but they know something's up here, and yeah, they're just going to take down Respect as quickly as they can. Respect, I don't think he realized that he was going to live through that stun. I mean, there was a chance he could have gone for a hook shot onto a creep camp or something, but oh no, the creep comes to nearby, we're all dead. That's probably what he was worrying about, trying to figure out. So yeah, let's just die.
Is he looking for Roshan off this? Like, Nanda's giving me some like Hector kind of vibes. You know, South American Sven player. Like, he would always pop God Strength. One quick kill straight to jungle. I don't care. Nande's kind of doing the same. He sees support. Yeah, sure, I'll take the free gold. And now God Strength will cool down for 60 seconds. The BKB timing that you mentioned is available. He'll need to go back and farm an extra 400 gold for his Echo Saber. But if you're KZ, this is your time to go. In game one, they struggled to connect their early game timings. They didn't find the balance between fighting and going for Roshan, and this is their window. They have everything I've been talking about is accrued to this very point. Blink daggers on the heroes, Helm of Overlord and Lycan. One pick off is Roshan, and that's where they can start, clawing themselves back into this game. And for ITB, they need to be respectful of this. They need to understand that at any minute there's triple blink and 100-0 hero, and it's probably why you see them grouped up in the triangle together. They themselves might even look to take a fight. BKB is available on Alchemist.
Yep, dual BKB timings, always exciting to see. Yeah.
Oh, Supreme's also changed his itemization. He's not going for the 4-staff or the Hurricane Pike. He's going to go for a Lincoln's. Maybe he puts that onto his Alchemist. Maybe he keeps it for himself. But a lot of point-and-click stuns are used for KZ to get into the fight. Sven, DK really do rely on that. Okay, they're the ones to go to Roshan first.
Straight into the pit. Yeah, KZ, this is where the game has to be, scanned out immediately. Okay, good. They have the awareness. Now, do they have the capabilities of getting over? They're going to have to bring the Shaker in through the gate. Meanwhile, Roshan is already so damn low. They've taken a long time to do this. KZ, they need to get into the pit right now, and look at the positioning of Jibe here, just up on the high ground as expected, messing them up as much as possible. In comes the vacuum, in comes the hook shot, slowing them down as much as possible. And now, two heroes up inside that tornado. They could be in some issues here. Slam comes out, but I think Desire might just be dead. No, he's going to take down the Clockwork instead. Nande all alone inside this static storm, going to have to pop the BKB, and also gets ultied up, finds a jump on the backlines, finds two heroes, and starts doing some damage to Jibe. Jibe, he is going to fall here, but low skill. He's looking to take down the Sven. He wants to take down his antithesis carry and might just be able to do so, but with Wish backing him up, Nande, he's got some heavy hits to give, and Skylarks has come around the back with Desire and killed off Supreme, and now, all of a sudden, the Alchemist, he's cold and alone all by himself, and he's just going to get mauled to death by these KZ heroes. In fact, Sven's already walking. He gets a deny.
Nice concoction deny. There's only a couple heroes that can still do that in the game. Pugna, Alchemist are the two that come to mind right now. But for Into the Breach, you go for the Roshan play, you have the vision set up, you delay the initiation. Clockwork beautifully stops that reinitiation. But why are you committing to the fight? Alchemist, he didn't have the ultimate. He used it to kill off the Roshan, but then he enters the fight, just awkwardly punching the Sven, and Spartan the entire time free casting his spells from the high ground, getting the ultimate off onto that Sven, making sure that his team was able to continue going forward. Very interesting kind of chain of events there from ITB. I feel like they should have been happy just getting the Aegis, taking it away from this timing that we were discussing for KZ, but they get a little bit too excited. I think this vac wall on the high ground, the choke point looked promising, but again, Alchemist, no ultimate, no fight. Poor decision making coming from ITB.
Yeah, no, I mean, you said it, absolutely. All the resources used to take Roshan and also to defend the area as well, with your hookshot and your vacuum being used. So why are you trying to follow up from that? You've got a pitiful Alchemist just trying to, it didn't work. But they'll know that, they'll be having the same conversation as well. So hopefully we'll see them tightening up on that as this game continues. But right now, they have lost their lead. They have lost their Aegis. They have lost their gold advantage. And Nande now has a double damage rune as well. And oh my god, poor old Merlin. The God Strength comes out as well for him. Starting out onto the Invoker. I mean, he's got a BKB here if he wants to use it, but he doesn't have the vision, so he's waiting for the time being. But there's the dust coming in from Skylark, a good old doggy with the dust, delivering as they move over towards Respect as well. And the big old sword does the damage. That's a big boy.
Yeah, clean him up, Nande. 8-0-8 on the Sven.
My god.
Truly a stellar game so far. About to hit level 18 as well. Reaching roughly the 24-minute mark. It's too much damage. All by himself, he can do it. He just needs his team to set him up, and this is the game for Sven to pop off, right? Every hero has a way to give him some amp. Either auras from the Lycan, sustainability from the Oracle, and then DK Shaker, all they need to do is be the bodies, set up the control, give opportunities for Sven to rinse through those targets. And this is an Alchemist game where he's never really built up the lead. He's only ever been 1,000, 2,000 gold ahead of this Sven, and he doesn't pack a punch as big as his counterpart right now. Radiance, BKB AC, He's going to have armor, he's going to have an evasion, but he needs to find the backlines. Like, this Oracle needs to get deleted at the start of the fight if ITB are to try and, win out an engagement. Do they have any smokes left? I know they've been smoking like no tomorrow. Let me have a gander. I think they have one smoke on Clockwork left. This is the smoke for ITB. Yeah, exactly. If they smoke up, don't find a hero, don't find that team fight, they're going to have no smokes, slowly getting choked out. Very, very scary for ITB right now.
Yeah.
They do have a game in hand. Cool. So if, yeah. Oh, respect. He's putting it into his inventory.
Oh.
Oh, but the lanes are in a really bad spot as well. Like, all Radiant lanes are currently barreling into tier 2 towers.
Yeah.
For ITB are to smoke, it's not the smartest choice, I believe.
Yeah, and low skill. He's going to want to clean up these waves, surely. Like, he sees these big waves at bottom, big waves at mid, but no, he's moving up to join his team. But there's nobody really in this area at the moment. KZ, they are making some movements of their own. My God, there's just a silver edge being whipped out by the Sven here. So, like, he finishes BKB like 4 minutes ago and all of a sudden just has a full silver edge to boot, but that's what happens when you go 8-0-8.
Yeah, he's eating up supports. It's just free gold at this point. God Strength is like deceptively low cooldown as well. Like 80-second cooldown at level 18, 35-second duration. Not a lot of downtime. Ooh, Desire, you cheeky devil. Are you finding the slam or are you just annoying? Okay, you're just annoying them. Fair enough.
Yes, Nande, he's gone deep into the backlines here. He's going to steal low skill, blinks across. I don't think they actually laid eyes upon each other.
Silver Edge in 2.
Lovers in the night. Ooh, they don't know.
He would have gone for it. If he saw that out, Nande would have been the player to hit that frame.
Yeah, Nande's a killer. Of all the carries, I think Nande has that killer instinct perhaps more than any.
Other than when he buys Rapier on PA, then he becomes a little squeaky mouse who just wants to hit creeps.
Yeah. I wouldn't want to lose my Rapier. Uh-oh, low skill. Might not be so lucky this time. Nande, he's testing the waters, but actually doesn't want to engage onto the Alk. He sees this as a target which is too big for him to take on, so... Oh, it's about to run out. It's about to run out. They'll see him. They go, what the hell? There's a Sven in our midst. So now the stun comes down to the Dark Seer, and the God Strength is used. Bye-bye, little blue boy. As the stun comes down to Skylark as well. Slide in from the Oracle. Full stuff aggressively forwards here. I mean, KZ, we talked about getting a bit carried away with the initiations, but you know what? This isn't an initiation. This is a tower. They're turning this into a push right now, and for good reason. They've got so much damage coming out. A DK hitting level 18. The Lycan as well. Jump in from low skill there. They're going to start the fight. Nice hook shot in the backlines onto the Oracle as Merlin just gets absolutely annihilated. The Sven is chasing supports in the backline. They'll have to deal with this on the course, and they will try to do exactly that, but you can't fight into this KZ lineup right now. They don't have the resources. With 3 heroes dead, Wish on the front lines, it is too much to them to fight into. Creeps coming to break the high ground as well. There's a big old dinosaur on the hard top. Desire looking to try and get in range for a slam. Can't quite do so. Stun out onto the Lycan. Lycan, it does hurt. It really hurts, but Spartan's behind.
Back wall.
Very nice. Does catch out both the supports, but again, the follow-up's just not there. They're low on resources. They've still got cooldowns coming on in for the Invoker. He's struggling to really get into this fight. In comes the Alchemist, does go for the 2-man stun. It's not bad. 3-man Tornado to follow up as well, but once again, Spartan's just in the back. He's holding on to this false promise this entire goddamn time as well, so no one's going to die here, except Skylark, who doesn't get saved by Spartan. Spartan still looking to try and help out. Yeah, the Earthshaker could be in a spot of bother right now, but Nande again through the backlines. Wait, has got strength off cooldown again. That level 15 talent doing bits as Desire try to TP's back to the fountain, but it's too much damage onto him, and he will be dropping. Nande, no way do you go for this one. Hook shot off the mark, but he's still able to force stuff himself out of the cogs. BKB out from Nande, but he's being beaten down by the Alchemist. Right clicks coming in from Supreme as well, and the Sven will finally fall.
He pushed the limits so far there. Because they were in such a good position. They were punishing. Sure, the Lycan dies. The chase down from ITB came into play there, but it's in their nature for KZ to always look for that fight. Nande, I saw the out jump off of that. Oh, no. This God jumps up. He's looking for kills. He sees Merlin again. He continues to try and by himself win the fight, but there's a lot of control on ITB. Be it through kinetics or hook shots, Invoker's toolkit, the kite from the Surge. It's not as simple as I will get the kill. Like, you need your team to help set up the fight for you. And slight bit of breathing room for ITB for sure. I don't think this should really change the state of the game, especially when you put the Oracle behind the DK. DK with his Aghanims now, incredibly tanky. They just need to move to another lane.
That they do, and you know, we did talk a lot about how they need to reset from this one, both these teams, but it does feel like a kind of similar situation to last game. Maybe not that close, but you know, this was the overextension, pushing the limits. Did Sven really need to die here? I'm not too sure, but despite this gold advantage, I still feel like KZ are very much in the lead. This Sven is a much bigger threat than the Alchemist.
Yeah, for sure. Both teams have punishment if you overstay. Like Lycan can chase you down. I think Oracle and Earthshaker have done a really good job with their 4-staffs, kiting away from walls, disengaging the fight. Shaker with his shard as well, always throwing out aftershock procs. The question is, will KZ find a hero? I mean, there's no one in this territory, so they're just kind of smoking into nothing right now. And Alchemist picked up the Abyssal Blade. Next, a little bit of control to deal with this Sven.
Yeah, and add to that Shiva's on the Invoker being full up.
Tanky.
So, yeah. Tanky, vision, slow, annoyance for the Sven. That's what they need, but Supreme. Oh dear, this isn't the high ground you want to walk up into, my friend. The damage is there. They will finish him off. Nande cuts him down, and then they move over towards the Clockwork as well, but he force-stuffs himself out as Low Skill commits to this fight. Not scared, even though his Invoker is dead, but yeah, didn't Abyssal the Sven. And, well, there's the oven being turned on respect. You use those cogs, and Skylark's just going to ignite you with that fireball from the Ancient Black Dragon. So, a little bit too ambitious there with the Shiva's Guard, just running up the high ground like that.
Felt like he had the Oracle in his team, but he didn't. And Low Skill, he locked into a duel with the Sven, but the Ogresul Totem might have bamboozled Low Skill a little bit, unable to click the Abyssal on him in time, and in doing so, also didn't die. Oracle was in play though. But yeah, KZ take mid-racks with ease, and this is kind of the expected events now. I think for ITB, if they are to take the fight, it's some big vac wall. It is the turnaround. Maybe offer up the Clockwork at the start of the fight. The Spartan has been pretty much uncontested, I think, in all the big engagements so far. How do they kill a hero?
Yeah, they need to get on. They need to get on Spy. I mean, Clockwork's been able to get a few hook shots off on him, but honestly, it's not that important. Like he can kind of just Fate's Edict himself and still free cast, and he's even bought himself a 4-staff to do with this as well. So Spartan's having an excellent game so far, as is Nande. But now Roshan has respawned. ITB.
Radiant scan is gonna miss though. It's on the right hand side, so now the scan. They're not too aware.
Nande. Nande, they find a great target. It's going to be the Oracle of the backlines, but Nande, 2-man stun also as they cut down Jimmy and Merlin straight off the bat. Buyback's coming through for them. Spartan is dead. Buyback as well. Everybody's buying back into this one. 2 on each team as Low Skill in the middle of everything. He's getting controlled up by the Dragon. The Dragon's slowing him down. The Sven's doing the damage. Low Skill trying to get himself away. He needs to kill somebody, and he will find a Earthshaker to hit, but he himself will fall to Wish. And now they look around. They're going to find Supreme. Supreme on the run, but no, BKB has got the Tornado to buy himself a little bit of time, but when they come back to Earth, they'll be smashing him into the ground. The Invoker is dead as well. 2 gone on the side of ITB, this time for good, and it should open up Roshan for them. Desire almost finds a Clockwork as well. Hold on.
And just ripping through the side of ITB. You show for a second, this ward was fundamental. Yes, ITB, they make the core smoke, but they don't have the vision to support it. They're playing inside Radiant Vision the entire time, and that will give Nande, Wish, Shaker, all the initiators free entry to any fight. Multiple buybacks used, but
Roshan, Shmoshan, they're just going up the high ground. They're looking for the barracks team.
They don't want to be in the position that ITB was in the last game. They don't want to get 2 racks and things get awkward. They're even looking towards maybe ending the game. They're picking up the tier 4 towers. Why not? Outstead for 30. What can they do? Gonna vac wall me? Sure, go for it. Try.
They've got the God Strength now. It just came off cooldown. Vac wall comes out. It's beautiful. It's on to 5, but where is the follow-up? It's just not there. Jibe's gonna get killed off. He's got no buy. 70 seconds on the sidelines as now these towers, they can look to them. They've been Crimson Guarded, but that now runs off. And Sven just beat them down. The end of the game could be in sight here, just like that. Sven jumps in, finding the backlines. Bye-bye Merlin, two-shot by Nande. Now the BKB's there, he's hitting the Ancient. Low Skill's trying to come in and stop it, but there's nothing to be done. They find the opening. What a read from KZ as they finish the game early. 34 minutes. Who needs Roshan anyway?
Whew. This is what I expected from KZ in game 1.